Karibu sana mtazamaji wetu. Ninatumaini kwamba uko salama na unaendelea vizuri mahali unatupata ukiwa. Leo ni siku nyingine ambayo nimetembea katika kipande cha shamba ambacho kinalimwa tunda la fu, or if you want it in English it's called a strawberry farm, na nikakutana na one of the main contributor ama the farmer wa strawberry farm ambaye ni Bwana Gitonga. So Bwana Gitonga, how are you?
Fine.
And tell the viewers,
yes,
what's your name na mahali unapatikana na mahali shamba inapatikana.
Thank you. My name is Gitonga Musa, also known as Gitonga Joel. I own this farm known by the name the Scions Farm. The farm is located in Chogoria Ward in Kianjagi sub-location, Luanchege village. We are just near Chogoria town in Thatakanithi county.
All right, Mr. Yes. Gitonga, yeah. Just take me a few steps as to how you came up with this idea of starting a strawberry farm, and what did it take for you to start a strawberry farm?
Okay, thank you. It's a long story of how I started this farm, but I can say I started like a hobby. A long time back, I was a teacher of agriculture. I used to visit a Nairobi show every year, and I used to visit the demonstration plots where strawberries were part of the demonstrations. I really got attracted by the fruit and got interested in farming of the same. And that is how I came in the first contact with the strawberries. From then, that was around 2000, the year 2000. From that time, I've been growing them, but on a small scale. But currently, I'm now almost on a large scale.
Well, Mr. Gitonga, I know, like I can see you've planted your plants in sacks.
Yes.
Cement sacks.
Yes.
Like now, let me ask you, how many sacks do you have in the whole entire farm?
Well, the number of sacks we have managed to put up now, there are almost 5,000 bags. We are at 4,500, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the harvesting period of strawberries, and at what kg or at what price do you sell at the market?
Okay, harvesting, the strawberries are always available.
Seasonal?
They are not really seasonal. Okay. I would say they are available almost throughout, but they have peak seasons. Like this season now, from now, August, we are in the peak, but there will be a time when we shall be at the minimum. So we get them almost throughout the year. And the marketing is done by sending them to the traders, especially those owning grocery shops. We supply them with them in Meru Town, Isiolo, sometimes Thika, Nairobi, and the other towns.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how many packets do you achieve to harvest, or how many kilos do you achieve to harvest in such a portion of land?
Okay, in my farm now, I am expecting about 200 pannets. A pannet is that container which contains the strawberries which are harvested. It weighs 250 grams. So to make a kilo, we need 4 of those. Therefore, when I have the 200, you can see I will be harvesting 20 kilos per harvest.
Wow.
Yes, the price goes for 100 at wholesale per pannet. Yes.
And is there a certain grade of strawberry that you plant, or you just plant the just any type of
Okay, grade? You mean variety?
Variety.
I mainly plant the Chandra type. There is a variety called Chandra. We like it because of its large fruits, which are sweet, and it's high yielding. So it is the best, according to me, for our region. Yes.
And let me ask, how is the market appreciating the product? Is it accepting it in a good way?
Yes.
Or, are they amused by this kind of product?
Oh yes, I'm happy to report that our marketing demand is very high.
Yeah.
I'm unable to supply some areas. Currently, I'm only supplying Meru Town. There are people in Nairobi who are keeping on asking for them.
Yes.
Thika, and the other towns. So the demand is good, and I'm trying to expand my farm so as to meet this demand.
Na hizi strawberries zako,
Yes.
do you take them in industries or factories? Maybe like dairy milk factory, probably,
Okay.
or maybe have you seen a place where you can grow your enterprise, such as factories and industries?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think currently I'm not supplying any industries, but my long-term plan is to supply them. For now, I'm unable to meet the local market, and I'm just coping with what I can.
Okay.
So currently, my market is local.
Right.
Yes.
And what are the disadvantages of planting such a crop? Because I know these ones are like flowers; they are perishable, right?
Oh yes.
So what is the side effect, or what is not the side effects, but what is the disadvantages of planting this kind of crop?
Okay, the strawberry, I would say, is not a bothersome plant.
Yes.
It only requires enough water. If you give it enough water, other things are secondary. With enough water, you can still manage your crop very well, but you need to give it other inputs like the fertilizers. We don't spray, we do it organically. The only thing we do is the base of fertilizers we apply, so that we boost the flowering and also vegetative growth. So, and we also supply farmyard manure, which is well decomposed, so that the plant is able to feed properly. Yes.
Now, Mr. Gitonga, I can see you've raised your crops in such a height, maybe 1 meter high. Right?
Yes.
What is the purpose of that?
The reason for raising the plants is that if you look at this plant, you can see it is only a foot high. It's usually about a foot. So these fruits will lie on the ground. If you plant it on the ground, the fruits will be soiled, they will be dirty, and the market will not appreciate that. So to produce clean fruits, we have to raise them, and in addition, we have to apply some mulch. If you look around the plants, you can see some dry grass. We use it again to help us in producing very clean fruits. The reason is that these fruits are not washed with water. You harvest and pack. If you dip them in water, they start kind of melting. So we avoid that, and we make sure therefore they are clean from harvesting to packaging.
Now I can see you've done a very unique and expensive type of irrigation.
Yes.
The type of irrigation I can see is drip irrigation. Can you just tell us what made you to feel that you have to do drip unlike other type of irrigation?
Yes. Okay, that is the most suitable method of irrigating the crop. But we started with indirect watering with a hose pipe. We used the hose pipe until we reached the point where we could not water the whole farm. So that is when I thought of introducing the drip system. It is expensive, but it is very convenient. It only requires 20 minutes and the crops are all watered. Where you would need 5 people to water in a day, you only open that water for 20 minutes and that is done.
Wow, that is good.
Yes.
But let me ask you, because this crop looks sweet, even from the look of it.
Yes.
Like that strawberry over there, it's very red and it looks so sweet.
Attractive.
But then there are some things, there's some other parasites apart from birds and people. There are some parasites that needs to feed on these.
Yes.
Can you kindly tell us what are some of these parasites?
Yes, our main pest is the bird. There is a type of a bird that is notorious by eating up our fruits. We have to keep a watch over them. We know their time. One good thing is that these birds have time. They come at around 9 a.m. and if they are chased, they will come back at around 3 p.m. So we time them, and that way we are able to control them. There are other pests like the snails, slugs. These ones we don't bother because they do very little economic damage. Very little, which I consider not very important, and therefore I don't bother them because I'm avoiding use of insecticides or chemicals.
Oh, so you use only organic way of preventing the parasites
of growing the crop.
the pests and okay.
We avoid control by use of pesticides because they are poisonous.
Yes.
You know, people have been talking of cancer, spreading seriously, and this could be one of the causes. So we are avoiding that.
Now let me ask you, since this farm looks like a big farm enterprise, do you use it only in market production or even your own use? Do you use it like home use?
Well, at the beginning we were using it by making juice, by eating the fruits, but we reached a point where now we got enough of them.
Yes.
These days we just look at them, we don't miss them.
All right.
Yeah.
What kind of a soil do you use to plant such a crop?
The soil is our ordinary soil, top soil or top fertile soil, which we mix with manure, well decomposed manure. And on the planting, we also apply some DAP so as to stimulate root formation.
And let me ask, is this kind just a normal type of soil, or do you take it maybe from the virgin places like forests?
Oh yes.
Do you
I tried in both, but I've compared and seen the results are the same. I do import soil from the forest, but I realized it's expensive for nothing.
Yes.
I am using available soil within the farm or from people who are constructing their sites.
Yes.
I get the soil from there.
Perfect.
So long as that soil is mixed with enough manure.
Right.
The lowest is a ratio of 3:1. 3 of soil to 1 of manure. Yeah.
And is there a certain type of pH value that is needed to plant such a crop? Because that fruit is so sweet.
Yeah.
Does it have some pH value?
Oh yeah. There are some experts. I had an expert in the farm who came and tested my soil pH. He told me I'm within the range for the strawberries, and he said they should be between 5.5 and 6.5. So that is the best area. So it's slightly acidic.
It's just
slightly acidic. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And Bonagitonga, do you plant any other thing apart from strawberries?
Yes. In my farm, I have another section of the tree nurseries where I grow the present day plants like Hass avocado seedlings, macadamia seedlings, grafted ones.
Yes.
I also have the new type of napier known as the super napier. But this will come in part 2 because that's a different department.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let me ask, if somebody needs this kind of crop,
yes,
for those who are watching us
yes.
now,
Oh yes.
how will they reach you, and at what price will you sell for them a crop?
Okay, I do sell the planting material. For strawberries, we plant 2 materials. Either you plant the runner or you plant the split. The split is what you got from this plant, the way it is. You uproot it and split small bits, you plant them. The runners are known to run along the ground from the plant. You uproot them and make them planting materials. I sell to the farmers who are willing to plant at 20 shillings each. Yes.
So a runner or just the sucker, you just sell it at 20 shillings?
Yes, I sell at 20 shillings. Yes.
My
contact, you asked for my contact?
Please. Yes.
Yeah, for you to reach me, you call me through this number, 0721 319 522. I can repeat, 0721 319 522.
Okay.
You call me, we shall talk and arrange how you get yourself through.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our listener and the viewer.
Yes.
Thank you for this great time you have given unto us to watch this video.
Yes.
Now, if you want just this kind of a fruit, you just dial that number that is on your screen right now, and you'll find a very good type of fruit called the strawberry.
Yes.
Italetwa hadi kwako ama italetwa hadi mahali uko. So for now, bye bye, see you, and let's meet in part B of Maendeleo Farm.
Bye. It is the science farm.
The science farm.
Science farm.